Hey, once when this will explain you about what is this persistent volume claim, and the storage class. Okay. So before going into this, you need to first understand a very simple thing. Like you might be aware as well. Like whatever in pod we create this, like in Kubernetes, all you know these are ephemeral. Like these are the basically temporary. Okay, so one it gets deleted or it dies. So in that case, whatever data will be present into this pod, that all will be gone. So you don't have access of any kind of data here. So it is fine for your normal stateless application, but if you need some application for which you need a data to be stored or data should be persistent, for example your DB or your Redis cache or any other system for which data persistent is required. So in that cases, this PV, PVC, and all these storage classes comes into the picture. Okay. So now let's understand one by one. So first let's start with PV. PV is basically like persistent volume. Here what happens? It's basically you can consider this as a disk storage. Okay. So in Kubernetes what happens? You create a persistent volume, or you can say a disk of around 10 GB, you can say. Okay. It will be act as a local disk in normally, or if you are doing on AWS, so it will be basically the EBS volumes. Okay. Now here it comes the PVC. PVC, what happens? You are running a pod and you are saying my pod needs 2 GB of data. Not 2 GB of data, 2 GB of storage. So in that case, what will happen? Kubernetes will see if any PV is present, which can give this much of space. So what it will do? It will go and assign this to the bound this PVC claim to this persistent volume. Okay. So PVC is basically the request made by the pod. Okay. So now here these things you can think of it is all happening like this PV you are creating a manually. Okay. Then it comes the storage class. So storage class is basically it is used for the dynamic persistent volume provisioning. Okay. So what does it mean? So in that case, you don't have to already create the persistent volume. Whenever you will do the PVC, so and you assign some like storage class name. So in that case, what will happen? Automatically, your persistent volume will get created. Okay. So the basic difference is that persistent volume is your like disk storage which you will be creating, and PVC is the request to that storage. A storage class is, you can say, the automatic creation of your PV or dynamic provisioning, you can say, and these are the manual provisioning. Okay. Next slide you will see it's a very good what we can say analogy with respect to this restaurant. So you went to the restaurant and you get this already prepared dish. So though you can consider this as the persistent volume. And if you say you need a paneer butter masala, so in that case, what happens? Like here you can see customer places order, doesn't care which plate. So Kubernetes just find a matching PV. So basically matching PV it finds and it gives you that dish. Okay. Next is storage class, like it works on the on-demand service. Basically, whatever you need, it will create for you. So you can see the flow here. You made a PVC request, like you need a claim. Then persistent volume is create like kitchen checks dishes. So here basically Kubernetes checks any PV is available or not. If it is available, it bounds. So and also you can say the storage class. So with help of storage class, if your PV is not available, what it will do? It will create one PV. Okay. So next pod gets mounted. So you can say in interview like PV is basically the actual storage and PVC is basically the request for storage, and storage class is basically the auto provisioning. So these things you can keep in mind. So yeah, that's it for this video. I know it's a theory one. In next videos we will see the implementation of these all things. So yeah, that's it for this video. And if you have any queries, anything in your mind, you can just comment, and if any suggestion or anything, that also, yeah, you can do it. So that's it guys for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.